sexual abolitionists. I know you're like, what the hell is that? We're gonna talk about it, but I need your participation before I get into what I do. I grew up with, like all of you, a lot of lies and myths about sex and sexuality. You know the myths, you're not supposed to have sex until you're married. What's another good one? Little Nas X is the devil. Heard that. Being gay is a sin. Heard that one. If you get pregnant, your life is gonna be ruined as a teen. Heard that bullshit too. If you have sex as a teen, you're gonna get an STD, and they're gonna be those herpes bumps, and then they're gonna like all explode, and you're like, ooh, and nobody's ever gonna wanna suck your penis anymore because you got all this puss coming out, all of that. Heard a lot of that. Boys are boys and girls are girls. Heard that bullshit too. Let's see. You should wait until you're married to have sex. Show of hand, whose parents in here waited until they were married to have sex? Just, 1, 2, 3. Okay, less than 0.1%. All right, very good. What else did I hear? Twerking is ghetto. Heard that lie too. You're a hoe if you sleep with a bunch of people, but only if you're a girl. What else? Help me out. You heard that bullshit too? You heard it? I know. I heard it. They told me that one. So what else? What else did we hear? Shout it out to me. What else did we hear? Abstinence is key. Well, I used to oversee 32 grants for Health and Human Services where they used to, push the abstinence. Trump pushes abstinence. Yep. I left that job because that was bullshit. Okay. What else? What are the other? I know we can fill this room with them. What else? What are the other myths and mistruths? Oh, we gotta play that hard to get. No, I'm a good girl. No, you gotta put a ring on it. No. What else? I heard someone over here. Soul ties. But just what about innate human? Just I smelled you, I want you. What about that? That good, right? Okay, all right. What else?
Watch what you wear.
Oh, yes. Like, that's national and international. I don't know if some people know in a lot of countries in Africa, the length of your skirt determines whether you're single or married or not as well. So if you're married, you have to wear your skirts at a certain length. If you're not, you can show a little leg and take it right back. So, what else?
If a boy's mean to you, it means he likes you, which is crap.
Yep, because he couldn't just be a jerk, right? Exactly. What about the guys? Any of your parents just give you condoms?
Yeah.
Yep, but they didn't tell you if you put it in your pocket that you will basically heat up everything that is supposed to protect the condom, and so then it's totally less effective. Oh, that part. Okay. And what is the efficacy of a condom? Let me hear it. Okay, all lies. Very good. How do you prove that? How do you prove? Where did they get that 99%? Are they there when you put it on? Can they tell you if you kept it at the right temperature? No? Okay, and you know how some men, they like to bite into it real good, right? Tear it, right? Gotta hurry up, gotta get it. All of that? Okay, listen, I'm hearing from over here, what else? That you can't get pregnant if you're on birth control. I know some mothers that can tell you a little differently. Yep. This is all true. What else? Let me get two or three more. sex is only for the guys, you know. Or, you know, or what about you can lose your virginity? Virginity is a construct. It is not real. Oh, shit. None of you have a virginity. See, in biblical days, virgin just meant that you were of marrying age. It had nothing to do with the actual sexual intercourse and penetration. All right? So, a lot of people don't, because if it's the case, if it's about penetration and only the girls are being penetrated, that means boys can't lose their virginity, right? Come on, y'all! Come on, y'all! Okay. We getting free? Right? Okay, so that's what I do. I'm your sexual abolitionist fairy godmother. Okay? My goal is to help you get rid of your sexual repression and shame. My goal is to help you get free. Because there was a time when I wasn't free as well. And if it wasn't for me entering into my graduate studies, because I was working at the Museum of Sex in New York. I was one of the first employees there, and I saw women walking around with her little notes, and I was like, why is she taking notes in the sex museum? What you doing, sister? What you doing? And she was like, oh, you know, I'm in my graduate program. And I said, wait. There's an actual degree for this shit? Are you serious? I went right away, looked it up, applied for my program. I was like, okay. Tuition was pretty high. My mother asked me, was I really paying $20,000 to watch porn at school? And I said, yes. Yes, I am, Mom. Yes, I am. Because we have all been intentionally miseducated about our sexuality. We have all been intentionally miseducated about our sexuality. So, in order to get rid of this sexual shame, we have to decolonize, we have to let go of everything they told us. So this is why I do sexual health, emotional literacy, Title IX work. Why? Because most people still don't understand what consent really is. People are being gaslighted into having sex. They're being shamed. Y'all not yet. If you love me, you would. Oh, come on, we both grown. Who done heard that? We both grown. What you waiting for? We both grown. Yes, and as adults, we can say no, motherfucker. As adults, we can say no. Very good. So in my title work, I teach what consent really looks like. That's like when your mind, your body, and your spirit all says yes at the same time. It all says, come get me. Let's do it. All right, so it's very important that we understand where sexual shame leads us and how it shuts us down. And I know when we were growing up, you know, and they show these pictures and everything was fear-based and none of it was sex positive, and everybody wants to talk about the sexually transmitted infections, but nobody wants to talk about the emotionally transmitted infections. So this is what we're gonna unpack with the work when I come to your school in your program and speak to you. Because I had a hero that advocated for me, and I have to tell y'all about this. I tell everybody about this. So my great-grandmother, as a child, she was pretty dope. And she taught me how to advocate for myself, and I didn't realize she was doing it because she had this experiential way of teaching me things. But I was about 11, 12 years old, and I was the biggest tomboy back then. And I would have my mason jars. Me and my friends, we go out, we catching grasshoppers and bees and taking the wings off and all this stuff. And just having a good old time, right? Destroying animals and insects and whatnot. And this one little boy, he would always unzip his pants and take his thing out, wave it at me. And I was uncomfortable. I was like, he'd be like, And that's what we used to call it back in the day. They don't do that now. Now it's like penis and dick and slung and all these other words and everything. But back then, when you was a kid, you used to call it a thing. What's that thing you got? So he put his little thing out. And I was uncomfortable. I got real nervous, so I went back and I told my great grandmother, I said, this little boy, he keep pulling this thing out now. Like, it's scaring me. She said, I got you. She went in the kitchen. I was like, what the hell she doing going in the kitchen? She went in the kitchen. She got a Ziploc bag. That was long before yellow and blue made green. This is long before you could like seal it up. You had to tie it with a little zip tie. But she poured a whole bunch of pepper in this Ziploc bag. And she said, tie it up. She said, put it in your pocket. I put it in my pocket. She said, next time you pull it out, you empty that bag on his thing. And I was like, what you want me to do? I was like, is he gonna punch me? Like, what is he gonna do? So I was like, all right, I'm ready, y'all. I was ready. I had my Ziploc bag. I was prepared for my mason jar. I'm going out to collect my bugs this day. And here he goes. Like clockwork, take it down. He's like, what you gonna do? Flagging it out, that little thing, little guy. I said, Got it real fast. I was nervous, y'all. I was nervous. I was like, I poured the pepper on him. And it's just like the world just froze. And I watched his eyes just get so big, y'all. It was like he was in the last dragon. He had the glow, and he started doing the dance. He did the dance, and he took off, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what's he gonna do? I swear this kid never pulled out his penis on me ever again. But most importantly, my great grandmother didn't go handle it for me. She let me handle it. She taught me how to take matters into my own hands. She empowered me to say no and to put up boundaries and to understand that if it was something that made me uncomfortable, I could do something about it. And that there wasn't always gonna be somebody else around to do something about it for me. So that was my first lesson. So I'm thinking, to you guys, I wanna do the work with you so that you understand how to advocate for yourselves, how to develop your own sexual agency. Because when you grow up, you always learn that your body is not yours. It belongs to your family, it belongs to your parents, it belongs to society, it belongs to church, it belongs to everybody but you. But I'm here to let you know that your body belongs to you. Your sexuality is your birthright. It is yours and solely yours. But if nobody ever informs and empowers you around this, how will you move in the world? Who will take you for granted? Who will violate you if they haven't already violated you? So we're here to do the work and unpack all the myths, all the lies that you've been told, so that we can uncover the truth about yourself, the truth about who you are, the truth about who you identify as, the truth about your sexual identity, the truth about loving your body exactly where it is and it's totally okay. All of that, we are here to do that work, and I want to do that work with you. Is that okay? Good, because I want to see you at the booth downstairs at booth 401. And I will tell you, if you're going to join my community, you guys like my community, right? Because, I do believe, we should all come together. Because I always say, how powerful is it when two people come together or when two people come together? Because we do need a community. Like, if you actually started getting with someone and you were intimate with someone who didn't just want to be intimate but actually liked you, like on a basic level, really just liked you, how that makes you feel, how that makes the other person feel, how that makes you want to protect one another, care for one another. So I want you guys to be a part of my community. That's what we're here for. So I thank you all. I'm FrenchieDavis, your sexual abolitionist, and I'll see you.